On the B bomb side, the most common plant spots are right over here on default, and this spot, which is the edge plant. In case you're playing right here in this corner because you still haven't lost side control because your teammates have managed to delay them from yellow or from top main right here, then you can just improvise the molly from right over here. You see this edge right here on yellow, like anywhere you throw the molly from, like from here to here, it's gonna land on default. Molly! Quite convenient. It will help delay them. In case they're overwhelming you and have managed to take side control, you can also throw a molly for default from all the way back here. All you do is you position yourself with the center of this panel, and then look at this edge between the two clouds right over here. You throw the molly from here, and as you can see, this molly is going to land on default. One more molly lineup that you can do for the edge plant spot from all the way back main is this one, which I'm going to show you right now. You align yourself with the center of these two panels right here, and you can see this thin faint line on the panel right here. It meets the window pane over here. All you have to do is align this bottom edge of the mouse icon on that spot. It's gonna take a while for you to get to know the exact point from where you have to throw this molly, and this one's gonna land on edge. Those were the conventional lineups that you can do, but in case you're trying to hold flank or you're trying to lock up mid, then there are some more lineups you can do from mid towards the B site. One of the lineups that you can do is from right here. From this, you align yourself with the center of this blue box, and you align the line which is below your health and shield bar with this point right here. Molly. This lands on the edge plant spot. With the changes that have been done to the site right here, as you can see, this can also be a viable plant spot in case they do not break the wall immediately. Apart from that, in certain situations, if your teammate manages to plant on top of nest right here, then I have a lineup for that as well. For the under nest plant spot, align yourself with this, with the edge of this blue box right here, and keep the dot which is above your Q icon, above the molly ability, a bit above this snowy edge right here. Molly! After the under nest molly lands, you can just push mid and take further fights to delay them from defusing the spike. For the top nest lineup, we need to align ourselves with this point on this line in mid right here. And we need to be looking at the assumed centroid of the triangle which is found with these 3 points in the sky. So that should be somewhere about here. And for reference, you can look at where the Q, where the dot above the Q, or where other elements of the HUD are. That will make it easier. Molly! And as you can see, this molly lands on top of nest right here. Once the molly has been thrown, you can further push mid right here, and the diffuser will be visible from over here, so you can further delay them from defusing the spike. In case you're gonna look mid, it's advised that you inform your team to plant the spike towards the edge or below or above the nest, because the default lineup right here, which I'm about to show you, is really hard to pull off. For this lineup, I align myself with a few of the snowflakes on the ground here. I'm not that sure myself, so try to figure it out. After that, I refer to the bottom point of the mouse icon. I align that point with the lower edge of this snowy panel right here, at the point where this snowy panel coincides with the blue box from my POV. I guess you can understand why this molly is so difficult to pull off from its trajectory itself. If you actually manage to pull off this lineup in a game and win the round because of this lineup, you are just
the best player ever.
At the A bomb site, usually people like to plant over here on default. You could also plant the spike over here with this new box that just came. You can defend that plant from nest or from below pipes. You can plant right here on the defender's nest, and you can plant for belt right here. The first lineups that I'm going to show you guys are for this box right here and for default. These lineups can be done from here, from attacker's nest side. All you have to do is see this spot right here. You align yourself here, and you can do the lineups for both those spots from here only. If your crosshairs at this point, it will land on in front of the new box, and if your crosshairs over here, it will land on default. I'll do both these lineups simultaneously and show them to you.
Molly.
So as you can see, both these lineups are quite efficient. In case the spike is planted for nest right here, then one lineup that you can do is from this point right here. All you have to do is look over here at this point. You throw the molly, and it lands right there at nest. If it's planted for nest, you could obviously just play right here on pipes. Throw the molly while jumping, and right there. Now for the belt plant, which is right over here. For the belt plant, it's better to throw the lineup from all the way back here, because then when the molly extinguishes, you can climb up belt quickly to further delay them from diffusing the spike. So you have to stand right here at the corner of this yellow tape, and you can see this faint black line. For throwing the lineup, you need to keep your crosshair at the hypothetical point at the center of this white panel, which would lie on that line. That should be like about here. You can look at where the HUD elements are aligned for reference.
Molly.
This molly will land at the belt plant spot. In case the spike is planted for default, because your teammates don't listen to you, they never do. There's a default plant lineup as well from all the way here, from that same point. The only difference that instead of throwing it from here, you throw it from here, which is like the center point of this of the point where the white panel bends. Throw this lineup, it's gonna land on default. Also, one more lineup which I don't really think you'll need, very situational. Like in case you're over here on belt, because you were taking fights or something, and the spike is planted for default, you can just come up to this edge over here, and you see this one panel on this surface. You just throw the molly looking over there, and this one's gonna land on default as well. Keep in mind that in most scenarios, Brim lineups will only delay the diffuse a bit. If you want to guarantee the round win, you need to also pop your ult with the lineup, especially for few of those B site lineups. What you can do is, once you throw the lineup, you can pop your ult instantly, and then they will get off the diffuse and the molly will further delay them. That will guarantee a round. That's it for this video. I hope this video helps you out in some way. If you've made it all the way to the end, then do like and subscribe, and maybe check out my other videos. Usually I make trash montages. I try to upload weekly. I try to make sure that I upload regularly, and that's pretty much it. See you.